applause for Pratyush.
Martin Luther King said, "I have a dream." So I would like to take cue from his inspirational words and say, I too have a dream to fail out of college. You've put in a lot of effort to be here in the university, but now it's time to sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor. You are free to go out and explore the world outside your class. And you're also free to flunk out of college. After all, why would you want to slog through these 2 years just to have your lifetime earnings increase by 84%? Doesn't make any sense. Now, I've done this really complicated root cause analysis. As you can see, that there are 3 successful people here: Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, and Bill Gates. And I've obviously cancelled out any other commonality that they have. That they're hardworking, they had great ideas, they were passionate. Those I'm putting down as random errors. And I'm going to speak about the one thing that they have in common. They all flunked out of college. Now that we have established with extremely advanced techniques that that flunking out of college is the only reason for people's success, let's dive into how do we actually achieve this goal. There are a few methods of failing that are popular with today's youth. The first is the slacker method. This is the easiest and the least creative. You must first decide whether you want to attend class or you don't. If you do choose to attend class, please make sure you don't bring a pen with you. Because if you bring a pen with you, you might be tempted into actually taking notes and working. And the modern slacker uses class time to catch up on missed sleep. He or she might have been dreaming about the galaxies far, far away last night. Keep track of the classes you were absent in. Once you go over the limit, you can find another place to slacken. Diversify in your classes. Enroll in just enough classes so that you're part of your parents' insurance. Pick classes that you know that are too advanced and too diverse for you to actually get a degree at the end. So, for example, you could take Intro to Cinema, Jewish Scriptures, Piano 101, Dental Hygiene, and my personal favorite, Quantum Physics. That will make failing very easy for you. Now, 8 a.m. classes are perfect for the avid partier, and especially on Mondays. Either come to class hungover or don't come at all. And this is the real key. When in doubt, always procrastinate. If you have a chemistry exam next week, don't start making your notes 1 week before or even a day before. Start 1 hour before. Wait, and if you have some questions about psychology, don't go to the professor 1 week before. Go 1 day before or on that day. Professors love to be kept on their feet, as Professor Jeffrey testified. Fall in love. Become totally infatuated with someone, so that to a point where you ditch classes and friends just to be with them or watch them sleep. Now, the more one-sided the love, the better. And you get bonus points if you could strike a long-distance relationship. That will allow you to miss Friday and Monday classes just to be with your beloved one. Another easy solution is cheat. People get themselves to believe that they can get caught. If you can get an F in a course and be put on probation, it's a very easy way of, it can be a very difficult way of failing. It might be easier to actually learn the material, but we are completely focused on achieving our goal, which is why we might choose to do it the hard way. Finally, some of us are naturally more talented at failing than others. I, for one, have the partial photogenic memory syndrome, which essentially means that when I go write an exam, I generally don't know the answer to it, but I know exactly where it is in the class. So once in the chemistry exam, they were asking me a chemical process, and I, for the life of me, could not remember the chemical process's name. But what I could remember was that it was on the 79th page, paragraph 3, line number 2. I asked the professor if I could put this information in there and get some partial marks. He looked at me and I'm pretty sure he had a tear in his eye. Now that we've spoken about flunking out of college, and some techniques on how to actually achieve them, I would like to say that following these goals religiously will lead to the termination of your candidature in your college. These same tactics can be applied to jobs, any job that requires a half-decent human being. These have worked almost on all equations and have stood the test of time. Thank you.